Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another microphone review. Today, this microphone has been sent by Maono and it's the PM461S. They've not paid me for my opinion, but they have sent this item for free, so I want to say thank you very much to them for doing that. And today we're going to be talking about this microphone. I've had it for a few days now and I've been using it and testing it, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts and also just give you a rundown of the microphone itself. So what is the PM461S? What does it offer you? Well, it's a bundle provided by Maono. You get everything you see here. You get the pop filter, you get the microphone, you get the mount, and you get the arm bracket as well, and obviously the power cable as well. It comes in a really nice sort of stylish box, and it comes in at around the £50-60 mark, which is very, very competitive. You'll probably have seen these bundles quite often pop up on Amazon and eBay, and you've probably seen the company Maono, whether you've acknowledged it or not, pop up quite a lot. They're quite a popular company. They seem to have good results and good reviews on Amazon. And so when I saw the microphone and I saw they wanted to work with me, I was quite interested because, like I say, I'd seen them pop up quite a few times, and I want to know for myself if they sound good. And I have to be honest, I think the sound quality is pretty good. You guys are hearing it now. As with all my reviews, the whole video is being conducted using the microphone that we're reviewing today. So you guys are hearing it, so you can be making your assessment and your judgment on it now. Obviously what you're hearing is has been edited in post. I will play some of the audio throughout the video raw. In fact, you can hear some raw now. So what you're hearing now is raw audio. It's unprocessed, exactly what you pull straight from the mic when you do a recording. You can be the judge of that. Most people are going to be editing it though, so it's not really that important, but obviously noise levels and stuff going into editing is really, really important. So yeah, this is what it sounds like raw. We'll flip back now to the edited version. Of course, when you do edit your audio, it is you're going to do it differently to your taste. So you might think I've not done a great job of editing it in post. That's perfectly cool, but you'll get an idea of what it sounds like raw anyway. And I think it's quite good. I think it's quite faithful to the actual sound in the room, and I think it does a pretty good job. And you can see how far away I am from the microphone now. Obviously you could be closer if you really wanted to be, and you would get a deeper sound, or you can be further away, a little bit more comfortable distance away, and this is probably the range people like YouTubers are going to be. So it's quite a versatile microphone, but it is a condenser, so it's going to have the limitations of a condenser. The moment you move far away from the microphone, it's going to be struggling to pick you up in a nice manner. So let's briefly talk about the individual elements. First of all, the microphone has quite a nice build quality. I'm not sure if it's metal or plastic, but either way it feels pretty good. It's very light, and it's a little smaller than I thought it would be, but it is built pretty well, and the design is pretty nice. I think it's pretty sleek. I have no issues at all about the design of the microphone unit itself. The pop filter, if you want to call it that, is a little lackluster. It's literally a thin piece of, again, metal, I think. Very thin piece of metal, if not plastic. It doesn't really do a fantastic job, I'll be honest. Obviously, pop filter is designed to reduce the P sounds, you know, the air that you're expelling. They really hit the microphone quite harsh, and that's when you get those P sounds and other harsh letters. And to get rid of that issue, we use pop filters. Now, a lot of pop filters you get are pretty bad when you get bundles like this. This, in my opinion, is kind of useless. You know, it looks okay, it looks kind of cool, but it doesn't really do, in my opinion, that good of a job at stopping the P sounds and other sounds that your microphone hates. However, for quite cheap, you can buy yourself, you know, a shield like this, which would do a much better job. But of course, that's an extra £10 on top of what you've already paid for. And if you're on a budget, that's not really something that you want to be doing. So that's my views on the pop filter. People might disagree, but I personally believe it's not really doing much. And in my tests, I could take this off and I didn't really notice any audible difference in you know, the microphone dealing with those sounds. That's just my opinion, but that's what I believe. The mount's quite nice actually. You sort of hold there's like a nut and bolt type thing. So in order for the thread to actually grab and screw in, you have to hold the underneath. And it's in there really sturdy, and I've mounted it upside down just for a change of view. Most people mount it the standard way of it being upright. I just wanted it to look a little different on this video, so I've mounted it upside down. And yeah, it's a pretty nice mount. Again, the mount can actually be detached. The guard actually connects, the pop filter I should say, actually connects to the mount itself here, so it can be disconnected, which is pretty nice, because going forward, if I was to use this microphone, I wouldn't be using this pop filter. So it's nice that I can detach it. It's nice it's not fixed to the microphone or the stand itself. But the mount itself is actually pretty cool. Don't really have much of an issue. There's no shock absorption to it. There's none of that type of feature on it at all. It's literally just designed to mount to the arm. But overall, I think it does a good job and it looks quite good. So that's fine by me. And finally, the arm is a cheap arm. Amazon has tons of these. eBay has tons of these. These will set you back at £10, £15. They're very, very cheap, but they do a fairly good job, and it's bundled in with the kit as well. So overall, it's not too bad of a kit. Do I think the kit warrants the price? Well, the microphone I believe sounds pretty good, so if you completely remove everything else from the kit, I do believe the microphone would be around that price point anyway. Maybe a little bit cheaper, but overall I think it is a fairly well priced product, and I think most people would be happy paying the price that it is currently listed on Amazon. So control wise, the microphone has very little in the way of knobs or buttons. It has a single knob on the front, which is to control the gain. In my experimentation, there wasn't a huge difference between changing the gain to the minus or the plus. In my opinion, I didn't really notice too much. I was still able to fairly well reduce the noise in post-production. Obviously, if you smack the gain up all the way, you are going to hear a lot more noise. That floor is going to be raised quite a lot. Personally, I have it recording right now directly halfway, just the default middle gain. I don't feel the need to turn it up or turn it down at all. I feel the microphone does a pretty good job at picking up your voice, and I wouldn't imagine people would need to control the gain too much, but it's there if you want it. It's literally the only thing that you can adjust on the microphone. It's pretty standard, even with more expensive microphones that are 3 times the price, so can't really complain there. It's a well-designed microphone, it looks really good, and yeah. So overall, what are my thoughts, what are my opinions? Well, I believe it sounds pretty good. For the price, I think it sounds pretty good. It's unfair to compare it to microphones that cost way more, so we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is compare it to microphones that are around the same price point, and that's what I did while I was using it for my review. That's what I've done, and I do believe it holds up. Now, of course, when these reviews are done, there is an element of user interference, so you might even get a better result than I am right now with the audio. I might have edited it in post not to your liking. Me being a certain distance away might not be ideal. You know, a lot of people like to be very, very close. That's all well and good, but I think you can still take away from this video the fact that for the price point, this microphone is very, very good. If I was watching a YouTube video of somebody playing a game or anything, and this was what they were using, I could comfortably sit and listen to that. Audio is very, very important, and if audio is not good on a YouTube video, I will not watch it, you know? So I can comfortably say that if I was making YouTube videos and this was the microphone I was using, I would be perfectly happy, assuming nothing went wrong during the recording, using this audio and uploading it. So there we go, that's my review of the PM461S by Maono. A huge thanks to them for sending it to me again to review. They haven't paid me again for any of this, they've not paid me for my opinion, this is all my honest opinion. I think it's a very good, affordable microphone. And Maono have some very, very interesting products on their website. They don't just do microphones, they do mixers as well. and different types of microphones and all sorts. So head over to Maono if you do want to look at some of their stuff, because they've got great stuff for YouTubers and creators of all kinds, really. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have this microphone or if you're considering getting this microphone. There will be links in the description to their website, to the Amazon listing, so you can buy this in the UK, and there might be one for the US if I can find it as well. But thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next video.